Thanks Element for sponsoring this video. These are not your everyday candles. You can't find them, you can't buy them. It is something no one has ever done before. And on today's video, I'm using part science and part culinary magic. And my hopes is that this will now be a standard on every steakhouse in the United States, as this is one of the greatest discovery of my life. For our very first candle, this is the special ingredient, bone marrow. If you've never had this, you don't know what you're missing. It is rich, creamy, buttery, silky, and it's a luxurious ingredient. It is prized by every true meat lover. As you can clearly see, I'm completely removing it from the bone. That's our very first step. After throwing it in the pot, I season it with a little bit of salt. And the key here is to render this thing nice and slow. We don't want to burn it. Yes, you can bring it to a simmer, as the smoking point of bone marrow is about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. As once everything is nicely rendered, you want to filter this really good. I highly recommend even using a cheesecloth for it, as we're gonna leave all of the impurities behind and keep only the good stuff. In the end, check it out. You are left with rendered bone marrow, one of the greatest ingredient ever, especially if you are a meat lover like me. To make the candle, it's pretty simple. You want to grab a heat-safe container? Now get yourself some of this. It is called wick. It's basically braided cotton. Now I purchased a whole kit that comes with everything. So first you add a little sticker to the bottom, then you place down the string, and above it you put this piece of wood. The only thing left to do is fill the whole thing up. And most importantly, I cannot wait to see what this will taste like. Because after cutting up the string, we now let the whole thing chill so that it can cool down. As our next candle ingredient will be phenomenal, because everything starts off with this special ingredient, manteca criolla de puerco, also known as pork lard. Now you want to go ahead and grab a generous amount, let that thing render down, then combine it with chili oil. Mix that up real good, and our second flavorful candle is now ready. The process is exactly the same to make this happen. Since you already know, this one was a lot easier to make. But let's see how it's gonna taste, as we are not done yet, because this might just be my favorite one. Obviously, it does not look that appetizing, since it is the trimmings of all of my Japanese Wagyu A5 steaks. This might be the most expensive one. Every time I cook any Japanese Wagyu A5, I always trim it. However, don't ever throw anything away. We can put all of this thing to good use, and let me show you how. First thing to do is to throw everything into the container. And there's one thing that I really enjoy, and that would be a smoke flavor. So instead of rendering this in the pan, outside we go to my smoker. I went ahead and closed up the lid and smoked the whole thing at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. As once the time was up, check it out. All there's left to do is to strain this really well. As in the end, I am left with this. I think this one deserves the title of liquid gold. Oh yes, I cannot wait to see what this one will taste like, because each one of them is making me more excited than the other. If you work on a steakhouse, show your manager this video, because this is about to revolutionize every steakhouse out there. As after cooling them off, check it out. Just wait until you see how I'll be using them, because to use it, it's quite simple. You first want to lit up some charcoal. Now to get extra smoky flavor, drop a little bit of the candle fat on the charcoal, then go ahead and trap the smoke. Now the key here is that the longer you leave here, the smokier your steak will be. And remember, it's not only smoke flavor. This thing is flavored with 3 different types of fat, hopefully making it the best steak ever. But we're not done yet, because there's another thing you can do also, and that is to grab the steak and dunk it in the candle, because it is 100% edible. It's one of those things that is just perfect for a steakhouse. Now let's talk about the steaks. These are choice grade. They are 1.5 inches thick and perfect for this experiment. I season them exactly how I normally do, with a generous amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. That's it. I don't want anything crazy with them, as today's video is all about those candles. However, we're not going to be eating just steaks, as I decided to go ahead and make an incredible side dish. This one is as good as it gets, as everything started with these pieces of meat. They are short ribs, they have great marbling on them, and it is just perfect. First thing to do is to slice them up just like this. That's because I want flavor to seep in. And for that, I made a quick Korean style marinade. I've done this on the channel before, and it is simple, easy, and delicious. Once that's done, you want to go ahead and throw it right on top of it and let the whole thing marinate for as long as you can. Usually leave it for at least 30 minutes. As once it's ready, outside you want to go to cook it. It takes no time at all. We want to put a nice beautiful char and grill this thing up and let the charcoal infuse flavor into it. This is about to be a very flavorful dish. Because check it out, we are not done with the meats yet. I got some boneless pork ribs and I'm gonna go ahead and marinate it in the sauce. Again, you want to let it sit there for at least 30 minutes. Better yet, overnight. Once the time is up, set it down on a cooling rack and into the oven it goes. Once it's fully cooked, you want to take it out, set it down on a cutting board and chop the whole thing up in small pieces. Next, get yourself some bone marrow. Season it with salt and pepper and set it down on a cooling rack with a tray underneath it. Into the oven it goes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the time is up, remove the bone marrow and strain it into a container, as we're going to be using this to make some fried rice. Talking about that, outside we go to do it. Now my fried rice recipe is very similar to Uncle Roger's. However, because we're using bone marrow, you already know that it's going to be a lot better. And of course, whenever you make fried rice, there's one thing you cannot forget, and that would be the wok hay and MSG. As once the fried rice is done, go ahead and start plating the whole thing. Make sure to add some green onions and don't forget the star of the show, that beautiful short rib we made it previously. For a tiny bit of crunch, add some toasted sesame seeds, as this is today's side dish. And I can tell you one thing, it will be magical. But don't forget what today's experiment is all about, as I cannot wait for you to see what the candles will actually do to the steaks. Because now the only thing left to do is to cook them. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill, so let's do it.
Before moving forward, let me thank today's sponsor, Element. I gotta share something that has been a total game changer for me, inside the kitchen and out of it. It's called Element. Element is an electrolyte drink mix that helps me stay hydrated, focused, and feeling great, especially on long cook days or during those killer gym sections. I've been using Element daily and the difference is real. No more sluggish afternoons, no more cramping after workouts. Just clean energy and hydration without any sugar, junk, or artificial stuff. And this right here, the new lemonade salt flavor, man, it is unreal. It's tangy, salty, and refreshing. And just like summer, lemonade salt is here for a good time, not a long time. So stock up while supply lasts. Trust me, if you care about performance, recovery, or just feeling amazing day to day, give Element a try. Get a free Element sample pack today with any purchase when you use my link, drinkelement.com/Guga. The sample pack has one of every flavor so you can try them all out. If you give it a try and don't like it, it is risk-free. Give it away to a salty friend, and Element will give you your money back, no questions asked. That's drinkelement.com/Guga. Or click the link below to get a free sample pack with any purchase. Thanks Element for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast today. Gentlemen, what do you guys think, huh?
What's going on here? Is it like date night or something?
Oh, come on, bro.
There's candles on the cutting board. What is that? I already have a girlfriend, Google. Yeah, I'm married, bro.
I'm married. I have 3 kids. What are you talking about? So here's the deal. These are candles, obviously, but each one of them are flavored candle.
What?
We got a bone marrow candle over here, and we got a chili oil candle over here.
Chili oil candle?
And over here we got smoked Wagyu. Go ahead, smell it, smell whatever one you want.
Oh my God, it smells like steak. That's crazy. We need to sell this at Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh yeah, yo, $1 million idea.
I'm extremely excited. I think this is gonna work extremely well because all of these steaks were smoked with the candle.
I don't know how a candle could part flavor on a steak, but I guess we're gonna find out.
You can also use the candles as a dipping sauce. It's 100% edible. Anyway, I already told you guys what it is. Which one you want to start with?
Bone marrow for sure.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, me too. Bone marrow. Tell me how it tastes. You guys ready for it?
This is one of the craziest things you've ever done.
From the smell, I can tell you it works. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's a really flavorful candle. Look, the steak itself is perfectly cooked. It has a nice char on it, good charcoal flavor, but the added bone marrow flavor is to die for on this steak.
That is incredible, Fefe. What do you think?
Extremely smoky.
Yes.
This is super delicious and amazing flavor on that from this candle. I'm surprised.
I'm so in shock how well this worked. That was delicious. I love it, but I want to try this one. See if any of the spiciness came along or not. Let's see. I want to see. Well, enough talking. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's really good.
Completely different flavor on it.
Yeah. That's crazy how you changed the steak so much. Do you feel any spiciness?
At all. So because of that, I'm going to.
You're going to do it here. Oh,
there
okay.
he goes.
Oh, okay.
It's like fondue.
Let me fondue real quick.
You're going to found the dough, Fefe?
Cheers, Leo. Cheers, Leo.
Oh, cheers, Fefe.
I want to do it as well. Go for it.
You might have to dip it in the other one too, man.
Oh, really? I want to see how it tastes. Oh my God, that's so good. I'm drooling over here, everybody.
You can feel the actual spice of that one more. When you dip it, you can definitely feel the spice. You feel the porkiness mixed with the beef, and it makes something a little bit different. It's not really like a beef lovers type of steak, but it's good.
You know what it tastes like? Like a spicy bacon.
Ooh,
That's
yes.
what that tastes like, right?
Yeah, it changes the entire flavor of the steak. It just makes it a bacon flavored steak.
I've done a lot of soaking videos with different steaks, but this one might take the cake on the top, everybody. That is incredible. You glad I came up with it?
I'm glad you came up with it because it tastes awesome.
I have a feeling you're gonna like me more.
Serve me right now, but that looks so good.
Okay, so just listen. Bone marrow fried rice. Give me your true, honest opinion with a little bit of short rib.
Well, I'm getting as big of a bite as possible. All right.
Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. That is so rich in flavor. That has to be the most flavorful rice I've ever tried. You get that flavor of the soy sauce and all those other Asian ingredients in there. Plus that bone marrow adds almost like a butteriness to the rice that it doesn't have. Plus you have that beautiful short rib on top too that just is the cherry on top. That's awesome.
Fefe, how do we describe this for simple people?
For simple people, it's money, dude.
That's it, everybody. It is money. This is phenomenal, guys. I'm telling you, you will not regret it and you will thank me later. And most importantly, you're gonna love this experiment too. But we got the last one.
Bro, when can you dip a steak in a candle and eat it? Like, that's just cool.
So this one is smoked Wagyu fat. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow.
No, that's the winner.
That's the winner?
That's the winner.
Wow, that is so smoky.
And so beefy too.
It's smoky in the most delicious, perfect way possible.
I never thought you could have such rich, fatty smoke like that. That's insane. The flavor is amazing. It's completely new smoke.
Oh, you're dipping it. Are you going for dip?
You don't need to dip it because just by itself it's so good, but I need to try this.
You need to try it.
That is like the chef rush of steaks. That is a strong Wagyu flavor right there.
This is an incredible experiment. It worked so well, but we must pick a winner. Leo.
This is so good, it deserves to be 2 winners. That's how good that steak is. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
last
the
one.
yeah.
Me as well, everybody. The very last one, the smoked Wagyu fat is incredible. It tastes so good. Highly recommend you giving it a try. Give this side dish a try. You will love it. Uncle Roger, if you put that on the menu, make sure I get credit because I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. That's so good.
No, you should make more candles.
More candles.
More candles.
Which candle should we try next?